everybody, Lauren Kalil back here. We are taking a look at stage 2. Now we are turning to the women's elite. This will be the last squad for the women's elite. We only have 4 competitors in this one, but the name of the game here is earning calories on the Echo Bike to earn rounds for their pistol and rifle. 13-minute time cap is what we're looking at. If they finish all 100 rounds, it will be 50 pistol, 50 rifle, and there is still time remaining in that 13 minutes. They can go back to their Echo Bike and earn calories for additional points in their overall score. Right now, this group is getting a sight picture, but I will turn the camera around. Their pistol shots here are about 3 yards, and then way down the range, that's going to be about 85 yards.
I'm going to take one of my bullets, and I'm going to throw it at the target.
To try to get him in to hit?
I don't need to put it in the gun. It's close enough. I could just throw them at the target.
Okay, how many points do you think you're going to get on the pistol, Blair?
Pistol?
Yeah.
Pretty sporty. I have a 50-yard zero, so I have to hold high on the box. I'm hoping I can shoot about 85%, so we'll see.
Okay, 85%.
We'll see, but rifle, full send. Full send.
Full send, baby. We'll see what the reality is once the time starts. So let me get our heat sheet here and we'll introduce our ladies in squad number 7. This is their second stage of the day. They will complete 4 stages today, 3 stages tomorrow. So Blair Drum, all the way to the right of your screen. She finished 3rd this year in Florida, and then she also did our Texas team competition where her and Janae DeCossin, who was in the previous heat, finished on top of the podium.
2, 1, go!
And they are off. So that's Blair Drum in our first lane. In our second one, Kalil Key recently gave birth, and we saw her back competing in North Carolina where she stood on the podium, finished 3rd, so this is her second event. And it looks like we actually only have 3 ladies here in our last lane. Lupe Hernandez, she recently competed in New Hampshire on team with her husband Sal, who we saw earlier in the Elite Men's Division. So based on the amount of calories, actually, let me go back to the bikes. So they have a minimum of calories that they can earn on the bike, which is 3 calories. So here, rollover doesn't count, and the max per round is 10. So Lupe has 10 rounds with her rifle. Oh, our judge has already cleared, but I imagine. So here, Blair decided to go for, if you guys can see that, 8 calories. So the minimum is 3 per round. The max is 10. For our men's elite, we saw almost all of them go for 10 calories, earning them 10 shots per round. This is really going to determine strategy. If you're someone who is proficient on the Echo Bike and it's not going to jack your heart rate up, and you can control your shooting as you're laying down or as you're standing with your pistol, then you might be somebody that chooses to do 10 each round. But if you know that your heart rate getting elevated is going to negatively impact your shots, then you might not choose to do all 10 at once, which is just going to result in more rounds. Everybody gets the same amount of shots, so you're just breaking it up a little bit different. Kalil first to our firing line for her first set, or her first firing sequence of pistol.
Drop the magazine. Next time, make sure you mag in and then go.
Whoops, hi. Turn that around, my bad. Let me look at the firing line. We still have Lupe on her first set of pistol. And then I'll get just a little bit closer to show you guys actually what these targets look like. They are incredibly small. So at the beginning, Blair was laughing that she might as well just throw her bullets at the target. And although they are close, they're just 3 yards, that is going to be what comes into consideration here is precision and accuracy, because those targets are so incredibly small that we saw in some of the earlier rounds that even though they're really close, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy by any stretch of the imagination. So they have to be behind the line of the wood that's in front with their body. Obviously the muzzle can be ahead of it. At this point, we've seen all athletes choose to be in the prone position. It is athlete's choice for the rifle. And then for pistol, they can just be freestanding. Let her drum back on her bike. Over 700 watts as she pushes through. Kalarina just around 600. And there she earned, I know we got a rollover here of 5, but a rollover of 6, but she would get 5. And you see each round, the judge is handing them their bullets. So all of their magazines are not preloaded. They have to load them as you go. So the judge will be back here and count the bullets. And then once they accumulate the calories and move to the firing line, they'll hand them off to the athlete. Athlete will load them and then get to work. Lupe finishing up on her bike, Kalarina getting back to work. And we'll try to estimate about what round they're on. 4. So Lupe should be either starting her 5th or finishing her 6th. We'll see here. It looks like she's going to pistol, which would mean that this is her 6th round.
You got it, girl.
We're at the halfway point. We have 6.5 minutes left.
6.5 minutes left, so at that halfway point.
Nope. Clear. Oh shit. My legs hurt.
Yeah, jello legs.
Are you keeping track? What round is she starting right now?
So that's going to be her, so she just shot rifle, so this is going to be the bottom end of her 4th round.
Okay.
1, 2.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, their 3rd round. This is
Third
the bottom
round.
end of her 3rd round.
Thank you.
Nice job. There you go.
Jump. Stay in it.
behind the just a little bit more. Back up a little bit. There you go.
If you could hear the judge saying to scoot back just a bit. For safety, there is a line that everybody has to stay behind each time that they advance to either their pistol or their rifle. In previous heats, we did see some of the women elite athletes make it back to their Echo bike to earn additional calories. So 13-minute time cap on the clock. If they make it through all 100 rounds, that's 50 pistol, 50 rifle, they can then earn additional points through calories on the Echo bike.
We have 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left until the time cap.
You got this, Blair. Finish up. You got 2 more rounds. Finish strong.
Ballerina getting six bullets that round. So Blair with just 2 rounds left of each.
Should be 100 calories.
Is it 5 rounds or 4 rounds?
It's 5 feet.
So it's 100?
Should be 100
Yep.
total.
Oh, okay.
So she has like
5 rounds of each. 5 pistol, 5 rifle. Quick little back of the napkin math. Adds to 100 and 100 calories on the Echo bike. This is our second to last regional event. Top 5 placements earn their ticket to nationals later in November. Before that, we have a regional event in actually just about 2 weeks in South Carolina. So just 2 more opportunities to try to punch their tickets to nationals. Blair already has her ticket to nationals. Kalarina already has her tickets to nationals. And I think that Lupe, since she stood on the podium, although it was a team event, that she should also have her ticket to nationals. So at this point, these competitors are just looking to dial in what they've been doing in training, getting more data metrics that they can take once they get to nationals, because that's the big championship and what everybody is working towards, especially when we look at these elite divisions for both men and women. How can they get as much experience on the competition floor as possible doing these regional events and then put it to the test come nationals? Which, different from regionals, regional events are just 2-day competitions. Nationals is 3 days, Friday through Sunday.
30 seconds.
Just 30 seconds left. It doesn't look like any of our competitors in this heat have made it to the additional calories on their bikes. So still just trying to get as much of the work done before that time cap to put up a good score.
10 seconds.
There you go, clear it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll be it for our elite women stage 2. 2 stages down. 2 to go on the day.
That was the first.
Okay.
And let's catch up with some of them. Let's start with Blair. We talked to you at the beginning, and now we're closing in on stage 2 of the day. How did it feel overall?
I mean, the pistol's not bad actually. My hold was perfect. I had to double tap a few. I had to try twice at some. My rifle looked really good. I could see my impacts from downrange. The bike was bad. I started out loading by hand, walking, and I was bobbling stuff everywhere. So I just loaded at the barrel. It gave me more rest and I could run to the firing line. I felt like I was one-on-one with everybody starting to shoot, so I feel like it paid off for me.
And when it came to the strategy of how many calories you were going to go for each round, did that change at the beginning versus when you got deeper into the stage?
I stuck 10 the whole way. I'm used to doing EMOMs at home with like 10 or 12 within a minute to have rest. So I kind of know my 10 cal time. So I knew I could do it like within like 20 or 30 seconds. My first set on the bike, I hit like 92. What do you call that? The little number at
The watts?
Yeah. I hit 92 watts and I was like, whoa, this is the first part of the workout. I need to slow down. So I slowed it down to like
Or
80.
RPMs.
RPMs.
Yep, that's what it is.
I slowed it down to like 85, 87. And that was perfect.
That's still pretty high.
At the end. It hurt at the end. I got down to like 77 at the end, like the last 2 rounds. But other than that, it was good. I kind of let it coast for the last calorie so I could take a breath and grab a mag and turn around and start. So it felt like a good strategy for me. I don't think I could go any faster. So yeah.
And that's what you want. You don't want to feel like you could do any more by the time that...
execution.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, great job.
Thank you.
Halfway done with the day. Come over to Kalorina.
Hello.
Great to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
How are we feeling? Your second
Yeah.
regional event, being back after a new mom.
Yeah. Better than Maxton. The weather's better here. Still hot, but better than Maxton. I have increased my training a little bit, so that's been good. Yeah.
What are some of those data points that you were able to take away from North Carolina? And I mean, it was just a couple months ago. What have been the results of what you've been working on from there up till now?
Stamina. I think that was the biggest thing that was lacking after having my son, just the training. Like for example, this workout with Echo Bike, making sure that my stamina didn't hurt my shooting. So I prioritized shooting on that, which is why I went with 10 calories on the rifle, because after the rifle you can lay down, and then 5 calories on the pistol, because I didn't know how it would feel. So I was like, if I'm shaky on a pistol, it'd be better to be shaky for only 5 rounds versus shoot 5 and have to gather myself. So trying to have more strategy like that, taking into account my fitness compared to last year.
You already have your ticket to nationals. Are you just here to collect more insight about where your training is before nationals, or what are you looking to get out of this weekend?
Yes, definitely. Every time I compete, it's something to take home to work on, because each event is different. You know, we had a long run at Maxton, and here we have an obstacle course. So to see where I'm at in competition versus just training, that's one reason. Also, Glock is here as a major sponsor. And I'm obviously a huge Glock fan, but no, I'm here to support Glock as well. And this is a beautiful venue. I've always wanted to come to Utah.
Yeah, it's stunning. Great to see it. And great to see you.
Thanks. Good to
Thanks,
see
Cal.
you. Thanks.
Last but not least, Lupe. I'll give you the microphone. How are you feeling today? It's good to see you back out on the individual competition floor.
This second stage is pretty exhausting, to say the least, for me personally. The power that you need to have, especially on the bike. I'm still kind of working at it, but it's a weakness that's going to improve over time. So I'm happy with my overall performance.
What was the goal of the amount of calories that you were trying to get each round, and did it change throughout the stage?
No, so the goal from the very beginning was to maintain the 10. So the 10 calories was the goal. So instead of getting off the bike earlier and coming back and forth, so 10 was the goal from the very beginning.
How does being back out here as an individual compare from the last time we caught up where you were partnered up with Sal?
It's different in its certain aspect. It's just I'm depending on myself on how well I'm going to prepare over this weekend. And then these couple weeks leading up to this event, I've been practicing on some of my weaknesses, and it showed, especially on the first stage where it was completely a blind stage for everyone, but I'm pretty good at long range, so I took that in perspective. Now, I actually did pretty well on that one. I think I ended up being that top on that stage. So, but overall, I'm just kind of focusing one stage at a time.
Well, congratulations. It's great to see you back out there. That will close out stage 2 on the day. We will have more coverage, full stage coverage of the elite men and women. We'll take a look at some of the different squads later today. We are going to be focusing in on stage number 4. Head over to the Tactical Games Instagram account where we have a little preview of those descriptions, what it looks like, and the descriptions there. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe our video, share it to a friend. It helps the channel and helps the sport as a whole. We'll see you guys shortly.